Welcome to this short video. It will give you an overview of the tests and questionnaires published by Team Focus and which are available on the Profiling for Success platform. There are further videos to explain them in more detail if you want to know more. So let me begin. Now this underground map shows a thinking theme. These are tests that stretch the brain. They assess key cognitive abilities, and most people are familiar with verbal, numerical and abstract reasoning tests. These are most commonly used by employers. PFS offers these at 4 different levels of difficulty. Plus, following best practice, there are tutorial versions available to ensure that all people have a good understanding of what is required of them before they complete them. However, because we recognise that the human brain does far more than logical deductive reasoning, PFS uniquely offers 2 additional cognitive assessments. The first is the MAT, the Memory and Attention Test. This measures a key ability required in today's information age. Imagine a busy environment with lots of bits of information. Much information is not necessarily complex, but it does need recognition and processing. Some people, even if they are good logical thinkers, can find it hard to keep on top of multiple demands. The MAT allows people to demonstrate the ability to manage such information efficiently. Another challenge for the human brain is making decisions in the real world, where information is often incomplete, complex and ambiguous. An example would be making a medical diagnosis, where a rash could have multiple causes. Some logical thinkers find decision-making in this situation uncomfortable or difficult. The DAT, Decision Analysis Test, simulates such situations by presenting information which becomes increasingly complex and ambiguous. It requires people to make best bet decisions, but it also asks them to rate their confidence in those decisions. We then have various decision styles. The overconfident, who make decisions without recognizing the ambiguity, the underconfident, who always need more information, and the DAT helps identify individuals who show greater awareness of when they can proceed with confidence, or whether they should be more cautious and seek further information. This is closer to real life, and caution can be more appropriate as a style than assuming you are right. On the blue line, you can see questionnaires that describe people's personality and style to draw out the implications for different circumstances. The 15FQ Plus measures 16 underlying personality traits, the same as those from Cattell's original 16PF, but it is called 15FQ Plus because one scale has been notably changed. The 15FQ Plus generates one of the most comprehensive yet nuanced reports there is. This is because it recognises that personality factors are like complex chemistry. Each factor interacts with others to produce different styles in a complex way. The 15FQ Plus reports are both detailed, extensive and nuanced. There is a development report to help people explore their style, their strengths and possible weaknesses. There's an interview prompts report to help probe more deeply, and of course an administrator's report that details more than 40 scores, which can indicate potential team roles or career themes, etc. Another approach to personality is captured by the TDI, the Type Dynamics Indicator. This views personality in a more dynamic way. It recognises how we use different parts of our personality at different times and in different contexts. It is therefore part of a more comprehensive approach which helps people to explore their identity by separating their role behaviour from personality behaviour. By exploring learned versus natural preferences and by helping people to discover parts of their personality that may lie dormant and more, it is therefore part of what is known as the type mapping system. I should also mention that there is a shortened version of the TDI which focuses on how personality contributes to people's learning style, hence the LSI, the Learning Style Indicator shown here. PFS also offers an innovative emotional intelligence questionnaire, the EIQ. This breaks new ground by extending the assessment of self-awareness, which we call personal intelligence, and other awareness, which we call relational intelligence. The missing element uniquely covered by the EIQ is awareness, valuing and management of context and culture, which we call situational intelligence. In addition, people can complete a paired version of the EIQ, which overcomes a major limitation present in other EI questionnaires, namely that self-report questionnaires cannot really measure self-awareness, since we cannot be aware of what we are still not aware of. The paired version transforms the process. Imagine how, with a carefully chosen third party, it would help you to reflect on how you come across and perhaps reveal some blind spots. We now come to what we call the energy line. This helps people to understand what really motivates them. At one level, we have 3 CIIs, or career interest inventories. These focus on areas of work, and the simplest version of the CII, used with 13 years plus, identifies 6 broad areas of interest, the career themes. The most complex CII, used with 16 years upwards into university and beyond, identifies 12 career sub-themes. However, they all produce reports that contain hyperlinks to a unique website, and this website provides access to information of over 700 jobs, both text information and videos. And these 700 jobs are organised into 24 job families that sit under the 12 sub-themes, and all can be viewed using the top level of the 6 career themes. This allows people to explore jobs that the CII suggests will be of most interest to them, and the hierarchical structure allows them to choose between broad categories or more specific areas. Either way shows them jobs that may fit their interests but which they may not have considered or even heard of. For those who want a deeper dive into what motivates people, they can use the VBIM, the Values-Based Indicator of Motivation. This provides a comprehensive map of 24 personal values, and these are divided into 4 themes that tell a story. What I want for myself, what I want to become, what I want from others, and what I want from my community, the world I live in. Using new psychometric techniques, combined with both ipsative and normative scoring methods, it challenges people to explore what they consciously think, and then challenges them to consider values of which they may not be as consciously aware. This is done using a unique and innovative approach which helps challenge people who claim values that are socially acceptable rather than deeply motivating. And talking about energy, there is the significant issue of how we manage our nervous energies, our anxieties. The Resilience Questionnaire taps into the key features that help us to build resilience, to focus our energies more constructively. Uniquely, it reveals how people respond to pressure by seeing how they change when stretched and then when stressed. It produces a development report as well as interview prompts, which help to explore the issue in more depth. And now let's look at the connection and relationships line. These questionnaires address issues beyond ourselves. To begin with, consider how we interact with others in a group or team. The MTRI, Managing Team Roles Indicator, helps people to consider what they do in specific group situations. This can reveal the different roles they play and how they adapt to circumstances or don't adapt to circumstances. Using the same behavioural model as the MTRI, we have the ITPQ, the Ideal Task Profile Questionnaire. This allows us to map out what behaviours are needed to make the best of a situation. This helps both individuals and teams consider the behaviours they may need to focus on and to develop in order to manage the situation better. And people can always manage situations better. Another questionnaire on this line is about how we perceive specific relationships. Called the RHA, the Relational Health Audit, it operationalizes the key factors needed to build better relationships, as detailed in the book called The Relational Lens, published by Cambridge University Press. Two people who decide to work on their relationship, they each complete the RHA, thus helping them to identify what they see as working well, what not so well, and where there are significant differences in perception. So I hope that this has given you a clear overview of the tests and questionnaires that are available from Team Focus in Profiling for Success. Do contact us if you require more detail, and there are user guides and synopses available for the individual instruments as well as further videos. So thank you for listening, and do get in touch. Thank you.